Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you as we are live from Tiger Stadium here in Erie, Colorado. And we are excited to bring you this matchup between Pueblo East and your Erie Tigers. And you might remember they played a couple years ago in a pretty important playoff game here. In fact, these two programs have played a lot going against each other. But we're going to have the national anthem live here. It'll be Logan Gilmore singing it. And so we'll keep our audio here.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and that was Logan Gilmore singing the national anthem here tonight. So nice to have a player in pads step up and do the anthem. Should be a good one here tonight. We're excited here on the Erie Tiger Network. We are still trying to work out the kinks on our new system here. So, you know, you never know what might pop up tonight, but be patient with us. We'll try and make sure that we're live. We have replay. Not sure how well the old scoreboard's going to work tonight. We'll get that probably fired up for next week. But we'll keep rolling here on the Erie Tiger Network. We are live here from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. This broadcast sponsored by Gen Realty. She helped put up the money for all the equipment that makes this possible, especially when we get rolling with gas. We already kind of set up the shell of our broadcast. I'll tell you what, folks, it's going to be pretty exciting. So be sure to use Gen Realty if you can. She is a great asset here for the Erie Tiger Network. We are going to take a timeout. Well, how about this? We'll stick here while they're about to run out onto the field. I think people like seeing that. I got a couple requests for people to watch the band at halftime. We'll try and accommodate that as best we can. Always just depends on what that will do to our stream. Sometimes that can knock us out of our stream. But we're so thankful you could join us here today. The 1-0 Tigers set to take on Pueblo East here in their home opener. We couldn't be more excited. We hope you have fun here tonight. We will take a timeout. We'll be back here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
We'll just remember that next time. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. The players have run out of the tunnel. They're on the field. We're all fired up and ready to go. Tigers 1-0 coming off a huge win against Hinckley last week, playing Pueblo East here. Pueblo East, they are, they are 0-1. Pueblo East, not quite the same Pueblo East team that you remember from years ago. They lost all that talent. Came Madrano, Luke Andrada. They had a rematch with Palmer Ridge. Palmer Ridge beat them 49-14 in that first matchup. So Pueblo East coming off a big loss. They're hoping to bounce back tonight wearing their black pants, white uniforms. No scoreboard here tonight, but we have our replay ready to rock and roll for you. We'll maybe try and get a little scoreboard action going here. But we're glad you could join us here tonight, as it will be Pueblo East set to receive here. It'll be going right to left on your screen. Tigers kicking off, and it will be Dom Ottavio set to kick this one off here for the Tigers. And I should know better. It's Dotavio. I reverted back to last year. He's my student in my class, so I made sure extra to get his name right here tonight. So Dotavio set to kick this one deep. By the way, Ethan Dillinger, he is directing this thing tonight. I have basically pumped a fire hose of information at him, so he's been drinking from that tonight, but he'll do a great job. He is our football director for the season, so just wanted to give Ethan a shout out as we roll in here tonight. And this one is end over end, and that one will land out the back of the end zone. And so here we go, the fans back in. You see the baby powder floating through the air. It has been far too long since we've seen that. No, that is not smoke. It's not clouds. It is a cloud of baby powder. So, but that's fun to get back and see that again. So here we go. Eagles will start 1st and 10 from the 20. Their starting quarterback, Tatum Rivera. Rivera in the pistol here. He's got a running back behind him. Rivera, the hard count. Man in motion. Tigers were showing blitz. Rivera scanning the defense, still in that shotgun formation. He'll back out, clap the hands. Here goes the snap. He's going to throw it quick. It's the bubble screen. Tigers trying to pursue, and they will corral the runner out of bounds. But a one pass, one completion. And I couldn't quite tell who was the pass-catching recipient there. But a 4-yard pass play. And I believe that was to... I'm not sure. Rivera in the shotgun here. Scans the defense. He'll wait here for a moment. He's got trips to the near side, does Rivera. Tigers defending the run here, and a good job defending the run that time for the Tigers. Shooting into the backfield was Carter Moak. Carter Moak getting a little bit more playing time here this week, kind of more the versatile defensive tackle that can help defend the pass. And so we'll kind of see him rotate a little bit with Josh Randolph there. He's a little bit more of a run stuffer. Now Rivera takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he is dropped, and Ryan McConnell will devour him. And so a 3-and-out for Pueblo East to start on the loss of one there by Rivera. So that'll bring up 4th and 7. And Pueblo East will punt. Erie will get it for the first time tonight. And Erie enjoyed a lot of short field last week. And it looks like that will be the same case here to start this one. Drones flying overhead. Here comes the snap. The punt is away. McConnell almost got in there. This is a bouncer inside Erie territory, and Kana and Thyssen are going to let it roll all the way down to the 35, and that is where the Tigers will start their first possession here. And how about that Tiger defense? Looking mighty strong on that first little play there. Well, we'll play with it. Let's. So 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Blake Barnett will come out in the shotgun here for Erie. He's got 2 wide to each side. Still no Aiden Oxiger here for the Tigers. Hope to get him back in a few weeks. But a key part of this Tiger team, we talked about the injury to Jackson Clancy. Tigers, though, they're a good team. They're deep. Barnett, he's going to throw the fade. He's got Nichols, and the first pass of the game is complete on the little slinging fade out to Nichols. A pickup of 19 on the first play of the game. And Barnett, how about that start? So Gage Nichols.
Do you have a plan in place? Do you have a...
And now it'll be 1st and 10 here for Erie again. Barnett in the shotgun. He's going to run Reed. He'll give it off to Thyssen. He's got the corner. Barnett's got his fist pumped in the air, and now he sees a flag, and he dropped that fist as Thyssen got pelted out of bounds. And Thyssen, I imagine that it was in the area of holding. And it is a hold, and so that will cause the Tigers to back up. It was a pretty penalty-ridden game last time, or last week rather. So 1st and 18. Barnett in the shotgun, 10:03 left to play. I know we have no clock here yet. We need to contact our support team. We're supposed to have synced scoreboard graphics today, and something wrong with our computer. We'll get that fixed. Read option, kept there by Barnett, steps through 1 tackle, and then is lassoed around the legs after a pickup of 3. So Barnett, a little 2 to 3 yard pickup. And that'll bring up 2nd and long here for the Tigers. 2nd and about 16. Barnett in the shotgun. Thyssen flanking him to his left. 2 wideouts to each side. Barnett takes the snap at his ankles, looking. He's going to fire the deep out, but overshoots his intended target. And that'll lead to a 3rd and long. But we do have a helmet that popped off. Thought we might have a flag, just a loose helmet. And so 3rd and long here for the Tigers. 3rd and 15. Ball spotted at the near hash on the 46. They got to get to the 31 for the first down. Barnett scans the defense. Almost a little bit of quick motion there. Barnett hangs in the pocket, gets hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Pueblo East. Barnett tried to force one over the middle, just kind of hung up there, and it was picked off. And so the first turnover of the game for the Tigers. And Pueblo East will take over. So 1st and 10 at the Pueblo East 30. One of those where you're Barnett, you want to have that internal clock, and he held on to it, trying to hang in there, showed good poise, but just sailed on him. 1st and 10 now. Start of the drive. Rivera in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He'll keep it himself, and that Tiger defense with John Pastore saying, no, not so fast. And so far on the ground, Pueblo East has been stymied. So 2nd and 12 here for the Eagles. Man in motion. Almost got the Tigers to jump. That was McConnell. Now trips to the far side of the field. There's the little bubble screen again. Tigers well pursuit. And now a flag thrown, and I think we might see a offensive face mask, or they're going to call a late hit. I wasn't quite sure. The referee, the white hat, came flying over and incredulously tossed his flag. Let's see what they call here. And they're going to call a personal foul on Erie. So they're saying Kana hit him a little bit too late. So that's the second penalty of the game, and both really hurt. First one put Erie well behind the sticks. That kind of led to the turnover. And this one gives Pueblo East a fresh set of downs on what would have pretty much been a drive killer. So far, though, -5 yards rushing for Pueblo East. They have not gotten things going on the ground. That front for the Tigers has been salty. 8:29 remaining here in the first quarter. In the shotgun here is Rivera. He's got a man behind him, trips to the near side. Rivera takes a snap, looks, scans, fires the curl, almost intercepted, and it's caught. And then just kind of slaloming through the defense there was Braden Atencio, and he'll pick up the 3-yard reception, does Atencio. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Quickly, Pueblo East to the line here with Rivera in the shotgun. Flanking him to his right is Nazario. Rivera, hard count. Tigers not jumping. A little bit of a shift of the formation there from Pueblo East. Receiver making sure he's on the line. Here comes the draw. Oh, and nowhere to run. And that was snuffed out there for the Tigers. And I believe that was Darian Burnett on the tackle. So no gain there from Rivera, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. 7:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Rivera in the shotgun. Tatum Rivera has trips to the far side of the field. Rivera takes the snap, trying to step up in the pocket, will fire toward the sideline, and that one will fall out of bounds. And so the Tigers defense bows their neck. They gave up the penalty, but they're able to force the punt, and they'll try and get the ball back here with 7:03 remaining here in this first quarter. This game brought to you by Gen Realty. Gen Realty, be sure to check her out, genrealty.com. Tiger fans, also don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff. Now here comes Kana. He'll catch this one. Jitters. Kana tries to squeak through a hole, still on his feet, and twists down at the 32. And that is where the Tigers will start their drive.
The punt return out to the 32-yard line where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 with 6:57 remaining here in quarter number 1. Blake Barnett trots back out on the field. He's got trips to the far side of the field. Nichols all alone down here at the bottom. Nichols, no man over the top. You might see a little fade action here. In fact, that's exactly where Barnett's going. Lobs the fade, and it's actually Caden Lettuce that was down there, and that was just over his outstretched fingers. Lettuce had one-on-one. Barnett read that, and Barnett found the mismatch, just barely overthrew him. So 2nd and 10. Barnett in the shotgun. Thyssen flanking him to his right. Here comes the read option. Barnett's going to keep it up the middle. Barnett steps through one-arm tackle, still on his feet. Barnett across midfield, across the 40. A little side step, makes a man miss, walks into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. Blake Barnett. a 68-yard run. And that, folks, is what is so fun to watch here about Blake Barnett. 68 yards to the house. And that
Do you
thing is
do you have a plan in place? Do you have a
And we're sorry, there's a little glitch that keeps kicking our live feed to commercial. So we'll kind of play with that and see what we can figure out. As Harner will deliver the extra point, and that is good. So 7-0, Tigers lead it. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
And it's an onside kick out of the timeout, and I'm not sure who had it. That caught me off guard, and now there's a late flag coming from an Erie player, and I think Pueblo East did recover. So they're going to have excellent field position. Like the aggressive play there by Geiger. Coach Jeff Geiger coming from Brighton High School in his first year as head coach. And that's going to be a personal foul on Erie. So Pueblo East will get the ball at the Erie 41. And that is where they will take over.
Ball placed on the Erie Tiger 41-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
So good thought there by Coach Geiger. Almost executed. Johnny on the spot there. Pueblo East up man. Now here comes the read option. Handoff up the middle through the first wave, but Ryan McConnell's there to clean things up, as that was Braden Atencio, and he will pick up about 2 yards there for the Eagles. A little bit of wind here tonight. That was at the back of Erie. You saw the overthrow there by Blake. I think the wind just carried that just a touch, as it is whipping pretty good. So second and 8 here for the Eagles. Pueblo East takes it. They'll roll to his right, looking downfield, fires on the run, and nobody home there. That was well defended by the Tigers. In fact, in coverage there for Erie was C.J. Reeves doing a nice job. So 3rd and 8. And there's a different player in the backfield right now. That is C.J. Lucero that's going to get the snap. Might we see some trickery here? Lucero drops back to pass. He gets hit as he throws. Oh, and backing up was Reeves. And I'll tell you what, the Tigers brought the house. So CJ Lucero in there for Pueblo East. And I don't know if he was in there last play or not, but another 3 and out in Pueblo East, even in Erie territory. They're at least going to line up like they're ready to punt. Tiger fans, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network. Little rugby punt action. That one end over end, a bouncer. Almost hit an Erie player. And I tell you what, Coach Geiger not happy. You had Carter Moak plow a guy in the back and then almost touch the ball. That's not the only mistake. I think discussion out there. Couple players. The referee's going to talk, and I think this is going to be another personal foul on Erie, and this could be the 3rd of the game. Holding actually on Erie. Or I couldn't tell if that palm was open by the referee. Hey, Dylan, you got to get to the players. And I'm not sure, there we go. So Blake Barnett, low snap, hands it off quickly. Thyssen has a hole, just tripped up as he emerged into the open field, and a decent pickup there for Thyssen. And it is an 8-yard gain there for Caleb. 5:20 remaining here in this first quarter. Second and 2. Engage Nichols on the catch there. We'll see if this works for us here. Oh, just wait a sec. There we go, and we're back to live. Trying to make sure our replay system is fully operational, like the Death Star or something, I guess. Goodness, I outed myself as a little bit of a nerd there. Ball spotted on the near hash. Barnett takes the snap, hands it off, and a wall of white jerseys as Trey Kana gets dropped in the backfield for a loss of a couple.
Carried by Trey Kana for a short loss. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 here. We'll give them forward progress. That certainly helped. Barnett in the shotgun. Blitz is on. Barnett feels the pressure. He's going to roll to the far side of the field. Barnett's going to take it himself. He fumbled. Ball is out near the sideline, and I'm not sure, based on the reaction, I don't think that Pueblo East popped on it. And so it will roll maybe out of bounds. Gain of 1 still for Barnett. So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. That defense timed up that snap really well there for Pueblo East. Barnett, another well-timed blitz. Barnett's going to roll, waiting for a man to emerge. Barnett doesn't like what he sees. Now he has Nichols. Nichols, just off his fingertips. That was a big collision waiting to happen, and Nichols, I think, just lost a touch of concentration, but I think he was also worried that he might not have a head after that one. There was a massive humanity set for a collision course. 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers lead at 7-0 off the 68-yard run by Blake Barnett. I think that's Harner back to punt. We did see Cowgill back there last week. Low snap. Nice punt there by Harner. Picked it up off the turf, and wow, what a beauty. A 40, no, all the way, a 51-yard punt there by Caleb Harner. And Caleb, a junior. And we'll switch sides here. As the Erie defense, they have been stifling so far against the Pueblo East offense. Pueblo East, 4 total yards on offense. 1st and 10, do it again here for the Eagles. In the shotgun, I believe, well, is it Lucero? It is Lucero. He's going to fire that out and overshoots everyone. Trying to fire into that stiff breeze. So a little change at quarterback here for Pueblo East. They're hoping to jumpstart their offense. Struggled a little bit last week against Palmer Ridge. Now 2nd and 10. There's the clap, the snap. Another passing route. Tigers try and get some pressure in there, and a good break up there by Kana, and Lucero has come in, and he's 0 for 3. That Tiger defense, that coverage was excellent. And they just did a good job passing men off to each other in their routes. Third and 10 now. Lucero takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's trying to step up in the pocket, and he is sandwiched. The Tigers get the sack. And on the sack there for Erie was Caleb Foster. So another 4th down and another loss, and that's a loss of 4 there for Lucero.
4th and 13 for the Eagles.
And a flag down right off the snap. The bouncer, Tigers are gonna let that go. And I tell you what, the Tiger blocking unit playing a little bit with fire. Sticking with guys. You hear Peter, you better run to the sideline. Let's see what this flag is all about, though. The official looking over the Pueblo East side. I still haven't seen a signal unless I missed it. Dylan, did I miss it? Or Ethan, did I miss it? And the Tigers, I don't know what is going on. I think that might have been on Erie, and it's going to be a fresh set of downs for Pueblo East. Coach Geiger wants an explanation. I have no idea, folks. A personal foul on Erie. And that might have been an automatic 1st down. So that happened during the play. My only guess is maybe hitting the center, which you're not, or the long snapper, which you're not allowed to do.
All right, looks like the Pueblo East Eagles are set for a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Pueblo East. Good grief. Well, Tigers, the defense has shut Pueblo East down. That is about the best offensive play for Pueblo East tonight. A pickup there of about 6 to Blake Nazario. Another little run play there by Nazario and a decent gain again. Well, keep feeding him, I suppose. 1st and 10. Tigers getting some fresh bodies out there on the D-line. Pueblo East trying to go quick. 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0, Tigers lead it. There's the fake. It's a screen, a middle screen, a well set up screen there by Pueblo East, and good job by CJ Reeves to kind of end the threat after 10 yards. Didn't quite see who the ball catcher was.
33-yard line. To be second and just a few inches for the Eagles.
So second inches, so just short of the first down to gain, a 9-yard pickup. Lucero will come up, check the play at the line. He's got twins to the near side, ball spotted at the far hash. 36 seconds left to play. 7-0 Tigers on top. Handoff Nazario. He'll just go straight ahead. The Tigers stop him for a short gain, but enough for a first down out to the 31. And that has been the best kind of series of the night so far here for Pueblo East. Little chunk runs there by Nazario.
Blake Nazario with the carry for Pueblo East. 1st and 10. Eagles.
So 1st and 10 here for Pueblo East. 10 seconds left. This should be the last play of the quarter. Lucero, I think, is going to let the clock run down. So that will end the quarter. Tigers lead at 7-0. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction in knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon@sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
You are watching the ETN.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as we start quarter number 2 here. 7-0 lead here for Erie. Pueblo East has it 1st and 10 at the Erie 31. There's a handoff, bouncing it to the outside, and then getting tripped up was Jace Martinez. But another decent pickup there of about 4 yards. Now they'll spot it back a little bit, maybe a 3-yard pickup there for Martinez. Second and 7, short 7 maybe here. Play action, here goes the fade, wide open, caught, touchdown. Lucero scores on the touchdown pass, or it's not Lucero that scored rather, but the intended target. I couldn't quite make out that number that caught that in the end zone. Kind of hard to see the yellow numbers on the white jerseys. And it looks like it was number 16, Zayden Stevens. So a 27-yard toss there from Lucero to Zayden Stevens. And another penalty. Tigers might keep hitting the center. I don't know what's going on. The Tigers, it's been penalties tonight. The undisciplined play has really cost this Erie football team. And they'll have to figure things out here in this second quarter. Long discussion. And another personal foul on Erie. That is either the 4th or 5th personal foul that they have called on Erie tonight. And where it was thrown, it makes me think that the Tigers are hitting the long snapper, and they're calling a personal foul. So that's my only guess, is that Tiger special teams unit keeps hitting the long snapper, which you're not allowed to do, but we don't know for sure. That's just our best guess. So kickoff coming here for Pueblo East, and they will get to move this all the way up to the Tiger 45. Now, folks, I've said this many times for Erie, and if Pueblo East doesn't do it, I'll be disappointed. You got to kick an onside kick here. Worst case scenario, you give up field position on the 34-yard line. That's worth it, right? Well, hopefully they don't. So let's see what Pueblo East does. They may just take the safe route here. And they will. And that is offside, so that's going to back up Pueblo East 5 yards. Hello, boys. Sloppy so far in this one. 11:20 remaining here in the second quarter. And we have a Flagapalooza here. So we are going to kick off again. This time from the 50. Game's starting to grind down here to a snail's pace a little bit. And another kickoff with the wind, and that one is through the end zone. All formalities here. And now Erie offense will come on the field. 1st and 10 from the 20.
So the Erie Tigers will start from the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Erie.
Barnett takes the snap, fires the snap pass down the sideline, and Gage Nichols dropped it. And a lot of hand fighting, and then a flag coming from the back judge. And I don't know which they'll call this on. You could almost call this either way. Official, another long talk, another flag. I mean, this is going to be on Erie, so we're going to have offensive pass interference on Erie. Oh my goodness. So 1st and 20 here for the Tigers. Oh. We have a tie game. It should be exciting. It just doesn't feel exciting yet. And a run up the middle and a fumble there. And did Pueblo East pop on it? I don't know if the officials saw that, but that ball was on the turf there for a moment. And Dyson able, I think, to jump back on top of it. So 2nd and 20 now. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to each side. Barnett takes a snap, looks downfield, rolls, stops, fires the seam route. Oh, and Nichols has his hand on it again and can't pull it in. Almost looked like Gage misjudged that just a touch as he started to dive a little early and then reached the hand out. So now that's going to bring up 3rd and real long here for Erie. 3rd and 20 from their own 10. And what is the percent odds you have here on a flag at some point this play? Barnett is going to run a draw, and it's Thyssen, and that was read by Pueblo East, and a 1-yard gain. And the Tigers will be punting from deep in their own end. Not a pretty series there for Erie. Rugby punt here. A low bouncer that went all the way across the field, and a nice kick there for the Tigers, and Pueblo East will take over at their own 38. And I'm looking, and I don't see a flag. It's a miracle. 9:37 remaining here in quarter number 2, still 7-7. The score, Pueblo East, a nice touchdown drive, found the mismatch. First and 10 here. Handoff, and not a whole lot. A pickup of about 3. And the lights have gone off in our booth. And I don't know if it's a light battle or what it is. Sometimes the coaches' boxes get into a turn on the lights, turn off the lights little battle, as there's a handoff up the middle. So 3rd and 2. And sorry, there's all kinds of action happening in our box. Mr. Cecina is there to take care of it. 3rd and 2 here. All right. Focus our action on the field. Lucero, the hard count. Now he'll check in with the sideline. Now Lucero steps up, checks the play at the line. Claps the hands. Runs play action, looking downfield, fires the deep out, and well covered there by the Tigers. CJ Reeves, I think. And that was actually Trey Kana on the defense. Thank you to Ethan Dillinger for being a spotter there for me. 8:26 left here. Still tied at 7 in the second quarter. Pueblo East will send the punt team out. Tigers may bring them extra. Yeah, they will. They had 2 returners, but they're going to bring 1 man in to just kind of safeguard there against the fake. And now a timeout coming from Coach Geiger. I don't know if he just anticipated a fake coming. It was 4th and short near midfield. Pueblo East drove all this away. They played better, I think, than we anticipated. And, hey, you got to snuff out any chance So timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. 4th down here for Pueblo East. We'll see what they employ here. Gotta imagine after a timeout, they will probably punt this away unless they really love the look that Erie gave them. Nope, they are gonna go for it. Tigers read it, and Pueblo East is going to get it. They needed to get to the 48. They got to midfield. So Coach Geiger, I think, anticipated right, but the execution wasn't there for Erie.
Number 18, Oscar Mitchell Floor with the carry. For Pueblo, enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from the Pueblo.
So 2 yards rushing there. By the way, Pueblo East, I believe, up to 56 total yards of offense. 8:18 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sorry for no scoreboard graphic this week. We'll get that up and rolling as I don't know if there's a penalty. Yeah, I do see a flag from the far side. And we have offside on Pueblo East. So they just lined up in an offside position. So 1st and 15 here for Pueblo East. And the Tigers just jump into the backfield, and Ryan McConnell snuffed that one out, and a loss of a couple there by Nazario.
Lost yards on the play, ball at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 17 for the Eagles.
2nd and 17 here for Pueblo East. Lucero in the shotgun. 7-7 tie game. Low snap. Lucero looking, fires, and a diving interception by Kana, and he's got it at the 40, and that's where the Tigers will take over. And a big play there for the Erie defense. As we take another look at that one. You'll see.
So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard
And
line.
there you go. There's the dive there at the end. Need to up our frames per second there. Get that replay a little more crisp. We're about to upgrade our cameras there. In case you're wondering, it's only shooting in 30 frames a second. And now, sorry, a little late on our camera there. Barnett fires across his body, across the field. And incomplete, trying to hook up with Caden Lettuce. So 2nd and 10 here for Erie. Erie just hasn't been in rhythm on the passing game. There has been several drops tonight. There has been an interception. It just hasn't quite been in sync so far. Barnett in the shotgun here. See what Coach Wu Ching dials up here. He'll run read option, gives it to Thyssen. Thyssen finds the hole, picks his way into the daylight. Thyssen off to the races. Caleb Thyssen breaks a tackle, and it looked like he was shot out of a cannon, and he runs for 68 yards and a touchdown. So Caleb Thyssen, his biggest run of the night. He's got 69 yards, and the Tigers on top by a touchdown here. And Thyssen, tell you what, he found that seam and he turned on the jets. And I don't know if he pointed up to the press box, folks, but he promised me he would. At the Briggs Street Bash, we learned he's not a very good golfer, as he destroyed some of our golf equipment, felt real bad about it. He said, hey, score a touchdown, point to the press box. That's how you can make up for it. Tigers are going to go for 2. McConnell gets it, and Pueblo East read that, and the Tigers do not convert. So with 7:06 remaining in the second quarter, Erie leads it 13-7. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest. Hey, Vern. Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 13-7, Tigers lead it. Erie likes to have that little bunch up. And Dotavio set to boot this one. Tigers actually have a couple of kickers out there on special teams. I think I still saw Harner out there. And that one checked up. It has to be fielded. And a good job in coverage there by the Tigers. Tell you what, I think the deep man thought that was going to go out of bounds, and then he had to field it. And Tigers booting it directly into that wind. That's a good kick that deep into the wind. That was dumb on the kickoff. 7:02 remaining here in quarter number 2. Tigers lead at 13-7. 2 big plays for the Erie offense. A long run there by Thyssen and a long run by Barnett in the first quarter. See what this Pueblo East team does here in response. Tigers showing blitz. There's a handoff. Nunzio up the middle. Or excuse me, that is Nazario. No. Not sure who that was. That might have even been Jace Martinez. Was it Delvin Ada? We'll never know. We're going to give it to the uncredited man, and offside here on Erie. So 1st and 10 here for Pueblo East after the penalty. Pass play, the deep ball, wide open receiver. It's caught at the 35, and Kana's back there and tracking back on the play. Was another Tiger defender, but a huge gain there for Pueblo East. A 59-yard gain, I believe. .6:29 remaining. That is by far the longest play of the night for Pueblo East. Their previous long was a 27-yard pass. So 1st and 10 here. They'll roll the clock. 6:28 remaining in the first half of play. Here live from the Gin Realty broadcast booth. Lucero in the shotgun here. Barking out the signal. Now he'll fake the handoff, fires the curl route, and that's through the wickets. As it falls incomplete, that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers have had some solid coverage tonight, but their 2 breakdowns have been in the passing game for sure. So with 6:12 remaining, Pueblo East, this has been a slow-moving first half. We are almost an hour in, and we still have over half of the second quarter remaining. A lot of incomplete passes, a lot of penalties will do that. Handoff, left side. Tigers defend it pretty well. John Pastore got a bear claw in there and jerked back the runner. Pickup of about 3 there.
Carry to the 18-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Big 3rd down here for this Tiger defense. 5:40 and counting. A 13-7 lead here for Erie. In the shotgun, it's Lucero. He's got a tight end, a wide out to the near side, to the top of the formation. He's going to throw the fade route. Kana turns around, and it's well overthrown. I think that one, with the wind like it is here tonight, I think it's just going to be tough to throw the ball. And it was a pretty just hot day, and then all of a sudden around 5 o'clock, the wind just started bursting out of nowhere, and it has just stayed steady. So 4th down here. Pueblo East is sending out their field goal unit, and it's like a big fella set to kick a field goal here for Pueblo East. Tigers playing maybe a little bit of prevent mode, and it will be a shift out of that formation. Tigers look like they're ready. That might just be a hard count here, folks. I don't think Pueblo East is going to snap this. Tigers trying to stay on side. Tell you what, I read that like a book, and so did the Tiger defense. So a timeout from Pueblo East. And we'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 4th down. Pueblo East tried to get Erie to jump. Now they'll just straight up go for it with Lucero out there. Lucero takes the snap, looks, being flushed. McConnell chases him down and devours him. And the Tigers get the turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers here. Barnett will come out empty backfield, 5 wide. Saw the 60-yard run. Now the Tigers going to spread it out here. And it's going to be a draw. Barnett spins out of one tackle and then just got roped around the ankles and didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. Barnett looking to pass. Had Nichols open underneath. A man opening up. It's Thyssen. Wide open. Catches the ball at the 40. Breaks the tackle. Stiff arms a man down. Steps out of another tackle. Thyssen still on his feet. Can't be brought down. And Thyssen finally corralled out of bounds. And a big play for the Tigers. And I can't quite tell. That's close to a 70-yard gain. I think a 68-yard pass play from Barnett to Thyssen. So Caleb Thyssen on the beautiful catch and run after the catch. Now Barnett quickly in the shotgun. Thyssen out of the game, catching his breath. Kana in. Barnett with trips to the wide side of the field. He'll change things up at the line. Barnett claps the hands, gets the snap, looks, steps into a throw, hits the post! It's Caden Lettuce! He snatched it out of midair, and he punched it into the end zone, and the Tigers take a 2-score lead on an 18-yard strike from Blake Barnett to Caden Lettuce. So 19-7, the Tigers now on top. With 4:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Tiger offense starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm here. Tigers lining up as they usually do. We'll see what they do here in the win. I think they'll still kick it, and Harner will be the kicker here. Snap low, the hold, and that'll be no good, but that's not on Caleb. That was a poor snap. And the Tigers have had some snapping issues so far this season. They'll have to get that corrected. 19-7, Tigers lead at 4:23 remaining. In this first half of play, and fun couple of series there for Erie. Stick around for our halftime. By the way, this game is brought to you by 3M Farms this second quarter. 3M Farms, a local growing nursery owned by the Merckx family right here in Erie. They have a huge selection of landscape shrubs, grasses, perennials, and trees. Right now they're offering 50% off select shade and ornamental trees perfect for your yard. 3M Farms in Erie today. This one is high, and fair catch was waived for, and they will award it. First, I didn't think the officials saw that. A little late whistle. And so 19-7, 4:21 remaining here in the second quarter. Pueblo East will come out. Tiger defense has been solid except for really one drive where it was penalties that kind of hurt them. And then it was a big pass play that kind of stuck them last time. So they were able to get the turnover on downs, though. Lucero, is that still Lucero that's come back out, or have they replaced him? It is Lucero. For Pueblo East, Lucero in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass, fires the out, and that is beyond the outstretched fingers of his intended target. Located at low and away, but too low and too away that time. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wind blowing into the face of Pueblo East here. And I tell you what, it's kind of blown more a crosswind. It was really at the Tigers' back in the first quarter, as there's another good defensive stop there and another loss on a short run. Man, that Tiger defense, 18 yards rushing, 1.125 yards per carry so far for Pueblo East. And understandably, that's why they put in a passing quarterback, trying to go to the air a little more. I don't know if that's the whole story. I do see a Pueblo East Eagle over there on the sideline in crutches, and hopefully that is not Rivera. Timeout called. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 3:37 remaining here in the quarter. 3rd and 12. This is a big moment for this Pueblo East team. They want to find a way to convert. Play action. There's the post, and it is well executed there for Pueblo East. They needed that big play, and they got exactly what they want. A little skinny post there on the backside, and a big pickup there. It was 3rd and 12 from the 7 up to the 25. So an 18-yard pickup there on the pass play. Snap, give up the middle, and the Tigers again just absolutely stuffing the run. Was it too loose? So 2nd down and 10 here to go after the gain of 0, and another just great run stuff there by the Tiger defense. Gotta tighten up the passing defense here a little bit. The Tigers bring the house. Lucero somehow gets out of it, gets rid of it, and that was actually worst case scenario. You know, I almost wish the ball catcher would have dropped that intentionally or batted it down, as that was a loss of 10 on the pass play. And Erie's going to burn a timeout here. We'll also take a timeout. Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are strong and we'll get through this together. But these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 19-7, Erie on top. As Tiger fans, we will add pieces to this broadcast throughout the year. Large part thanks to our sponsors. You can partner with us. Go to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network if you'd like to be a member of our Patreon team. And there is a pressure in the face and well defended there in the middle of the field. I think it was Caleb Thyssen that reached it back and pawed it down. But we will add pieces. We'll have the scoreboard working by next broadcast. I think I'm gonna guarantee that. We will add color to the docket. I know Ethan Dillinger will do a little color. We might have a surprise color guest that nobody knows about that is in the works as well. And multi-camera coming soon as well. Rolling punt, this one high with the wind. That's gonna check up though at the 40, take a Tiger bounce. And so it'll be Pueblo East, or the Tiger, their own 42. And that's where Erie will start. So 1st and 10 here. Barnett out there for the Tigers. Claps the hands, fires the quick little bubble. That's Thyssen with it. Thyssen quickly off to the races. Man, Caleb Thyssen as a pass catcher has been deadly this game. And a 19-yard pickup there from Barnett to Thyssen. And 3 straight completions of 18 or more yards for Blake Barnett. Starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. 1st and 10. Far hash, Barnett fires the out route. It's caught by Lettuce, and Lettuce will churn the legs forward and picks up about 8 yards with the clock running here. Oh, and actually that was, well, I'm not sure. That was number 9 instead of number 8 that caught that. So Jalen Klickna out there on the pass catch. Apologize for that, Jalen. Now read option. It's going to be Barnett to keep, and oh, I thought he lost it there for a moment. And Barnett, a nice little run there. The 32 up to the 25, a pickup there of 7 for Barnett. First and 10. Barnett, ball at the 26, 1 minute remaining in this quarter. Barnett fakes, looks, dumps off short, and I think that's actually a good, no, they're gonna call that a complete pass. That's not necessarily a great thing for Erie, and I'm not sure why the clock's not running. And if I'm the Pueblo East coach and you're, okay, they will call that incomplete. So maybe the refs there having a little bit of a early season moment as well. So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass there. That was, I think, a better outcome for the Tigers. Keeps more time on the clock. Barnett flush from the pocket, looks downfield, stops, fires, throws it away. Smartly done that time by Blake. And you can see Blake's poise there when he pulls it down. He's not afraid when the cavalry is charging toward him. 43 seconds left here in the half. 19-7. We'll see the band perform at halftime. Might have a few highlights for you as well. Man in motion. That's Klickna, and false start there. I think on the left side of that Tiger offensive line, someone got started a little bit too quick. So that's going to back Erie up. 3rd and 15 now. See what Coach Wooch does. You're kind of in 4-down territory, and you got time on your side if you're worried about, and they'll call a timeout. or at least the officials need a timeout to chat some things over. Okay. All right, they will. Go here with 42 seconds. Little play action. Barnett throws off his back foot toward the sideline. Klickna catches and goes down out of bounds, and that'll be 4th and an eternity here. Maybe a pickup of about 3 there from Barnett to Klickna.
To the 28-yard line. They'll bring up 4th and 12.
And so Erie's going to call a timeout, try and figure out what to do here. You're in kind of no man's land. It's like, well, you punt. If that goes into the end zone, you pick up 8 yards of field possession. You could try and pin him deep. That's the risk, though, that you get a touchback. Field goal into the wind. There's pretty much no chance here, even though Dom and Caleb have strong legs. It is into a brisk wind. So I think you go for it, even though it's 4th and 12. You go for it. It's just kind of one of those weird high school moments, and they are going to try a field goal, and it will be Dom out here to try. Here's the important thing. Got to get the snap right. So it's going to be an attempt here of 45 yards into a stiff breeze for Dotavio. Snap is good. Hold is good. Dotavio gets into the air. Will it ride the wind? And it is good! Dotavio with a sweet extra point. How about that? Take another look at that kick. My goodness, Dotavio just thumped the crud out of that, and the Tigers lead it 22-7 with 36 seconds left. And you see Dotavio, boom, baby, right between the, you know, hey, shows us how much I know. I said no way you attempt a kick in this wind, but that crosswind, Dotavio read it like a golfer, and it's good for 3 points. So the Tigers on top, 22-7. With 36 seconds left in the half. And so after the big field goal, Dotavio hasn't been on the extra point or field goal team so far this season because he's also playing soccer, and so he misses kind of the portion of practice where they work on that. So nice to see Dom. And how about the good snap that time? That was important. So Tavio, maybe a little bit of adrenaline high with into the wind. It's dropped and kicked toward the sidelines and rolls out of bounds around the 15.
First and 10 from the 15 with 34 seconds remaining in the first half.
So 34 ticks on the clock left in this half. Let's see what East does. You have the wind at your back, but do you play aggressive here? Do you say, you know what? Overall, we limited some damage here in this half. Let's just take it into the half. I think they will. Quarterback under center. It looks like it's going to be a kneel. And they will kneel it. So that'll do it here in the first half of play. We'll take a nice long timeout. And when we come back, well, let's see. The team's still kind of waiting. The officials actually chit-chatting. Clock's still running, though. Okay, we will, as time running out. So 22-7, Tigers lead it here. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the band play, and we'll have a little bit going on here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets. Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
And as the band is taking the field, we will rejoin here with the audio here at the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. Teachers Who Tutor are partner with us on our Patreon. Be sure to head over to Teachers Who Tutor. They're a local teacher-created company. They tutor students, certified teachers for all ages K through 12. And whether you're trying to get them up to grade level, extend their learning, or prep for the SAT, they're here for you. Contact them today at teacherswhotutor.biz.
Drum majors Madeline Cover, Alex Pawlowski, and Spencer Blaylock. Is the band ready for performance? More time for the Erie High School Marching Band under the direction of Doug Carmichael.
right, so you got to see a little bit of the marching band there. Shout out to our own Erie Tiger Network, Spencer Blaylock, one of the drum majors for the band. And let's go ahead and watch some of these replays from the first half of play. And I don't believe that we have sound with these. Our different system, usually kind of a recap style. It's, well, this was early on in the game, and Barnett, how about that run? Just kind of emerged out of nowhere. That little kind of skip step, he was off to the races. He would score from 68 yards there. A handoff to Thyssen, same type of thing. Just kind of dancing his way through the middle, emerging from the pack, and he took off for 60 yards. The Tigers would break the tie. It was 7-7 there with 7-11 in the the second quarter. Pueblo East trying to matriculate the ball down the field on 4th down, a big sack by Ryan McConnell. Then Barnett, he was looking for the end zone, and he hit Caden Lettuce on a post, stepped into it, fired across the middle. A nice snag by Lettuce. He scored a touchdown. Then this late in the half on a 4th and long. How about this? Dotavio just rips an absolute bomb of a kick and gets it in there for a good field goal. And so the Tigers, they lead it 22-7 at halftime. That was the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast of the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
You are watching the ETN.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. And, well, we'll take a look there at the end. And how about that? Well, let's take a look at it one more time. Caleb Thyssen scores. Look where he's pointing, right to the press box, just like he said he would. So there you go. Thank you, Caleb, man of his word. Found that. Mom came up to the press box, said, "Did you see him point?" So we went back, found it on replay, and sure enough, Caleb pointing up to our press box. Fun to see there. Well, start of half number 2 is close to us, and actually they ended up putting a little bit more time back on the clock, but while we have a moment, we can go over some of the halftime stats for you. Very unofficial stats here today. 285 total yards of offense for the Tigers. We only have 128 for Pueblo East. Of the 285 for the Tigers, 139 through the air for Blake Barnett. 15 attempted passes. He has 1 interception. He also has a touchdown. He has a touchdown run on 78 yards rushing. Caleb Thyssen, 69 yards rushing. Trey Kana, -1. The Tigers, 146 yards on the ground. They're averaging 14.6 yards per carry. And Caleb Thyssen has 87 of those yards. So we're about a minute away from the start of half number 2. So glad you could join us here tonight as we fire up our replay system. Let's see. Should we try it? Kind of think we shouldn't, or we'll put it out there. Here is our scoreboard graphic. The problem is the clock just don't expect it to work. How about that? So we'll try and kind of update this as best as we can. Let's see, this would be the 3rd quarter, Ethan, and well, that's too big, so we got to make that smaller now. There we go, that'll fit in there. Down and distance, should we even attempt that? I don't know about that. Well, we'll try at least for a little while to kind of play with this. Ethan, our producer, doesn't mind manually updating. The thing is that scoreboard, cool graphics, supposed to be automatic, and just our link isn't connecting very well. There's a data corruption in our computer, so we need support. We need help for that, and we'll try and get that up next week. I just had a couple people text me about the scoreboard, and so that's why. So we'll have a scoreboard out there. Whether we have the clock or not, not so sure about that one. In fact, we may end up clearing this. You can always hit play there. We'll play with it. It's ultimately going to be up to our director, producer, whatever you want to call him here tonight, Ethan Dillinger, trying to figure this out. We're running a 3-man crew here. Dylan Rogers is our camera gal here on top of the press box. And we have Adam in here as well. He's been our replay operator, done a good job of that here today. Both brand new to that position. We're only a couple weeks into class, so we're building the plane as we fly it, but we're glad you could join us here. And we'll try and keep that scoreboard graphic up for a little while. We may have to bail on it. So the clock we're doing off, and there's a little poocher, and the Tigers read it well. Good job there by Erie. And I believe that was fielded there by Darian Burnett. He's made a couple big plays tonight. So 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Just so you know, we're going to take off our down and distance and clock because it's a little bit much to manage. There's Blake Barnett breaking tackles, slicing through the defense, and a good carry there right out of halftime. And the Tigers started on the 41. They get it all the way up to the 36. So a 24-yard pickup there for Barnett. First and 10 now. Barnett claps his hands, fires the little turnaround. Klickna has it. Klickna running through the defense, and Klickna gets pelted down at the 20. Another decent pickup there of 15, make it 16 yards there on the pass play from Barnett to Klickna. And we've heard Klickna's name a few times. That's the 3rd time tonight. And Tigers offense rolling here quickly out of the gate, trying to punch one in quick. Barnett in the shotgun. Has Thyssen flanking him to his left. Kave Meredith out there in the slot. Snap. Barnett's gonna run it over the right side. Barnett, and he will waltz into the end zone. Blake Barnett from 21 yards, and the Tigers make that drive look easy. 123 yards rushing for Blake Barnett. And the Tigers lead it 28-7. Pinning the extra point here. Barnett, that was his 7th carry of the night. He's averaging 17.5 yards per carry. The dual threat quarterback. I know Coach Wooch, he loves his quarterback room. He loves Blake, he loves Trey Rearick as well. Says they push each other, or excuse me, Evan Rearick. Trey's the older brother. Loves Evan as well. Hey, for as many times as I've done that, I'm guessing the Rearick family has done it times 10. So 29-7. We'll try and update our graphic here. 10:56. I'll keep you tuned in to the clock. As we said, the reason it's harder to keep is we're using our full strength system, but the graphic it built is for automation, not for manual. So it's kind of difficult to do that, in case you're wondering. Most of you don't care. You're just happy you're seeing this game from your couch and doing it from all over the place. Our replay system tonight is brought to you by Worth Chiropractic. Worth Chiropractic, a locally owned chiropractic office that focuses on patient-centered care for your whole family. They're excited to partner with the ETN. Follow all the action surrounding the on and off field achievements, whether you're an Erie Tiger bouncing back from injury or a family member straining your neck or back from excessive cheering. Let them get you back to being you. Located on Brick Street in downtown Erie. And they do Titleist Performance Institute evaluations as well. So if you're a golfer. And Dotavio will send this one deep. And that one is out of bounds right at the 1. And so that will come out then to the 40 or 35. Tiger fans or Tiger players rather, not happy with some of the extracurriculars maybe happening after the play. Wanted a penalty on Pueblo East. We've seen enough penalties to last us a lifetime, I think. So 10:56 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and Pueblo East will get good field position at the 35.
Ball placed at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Here's the snap, the give, left side, and the Tigers have done an excellent job of gang tackling on defense, and they have really stifled the run tonight. A 2-yard pickup there. Only 20 yards rushing in this game for Pueblo East. And when you don't have a running game in high school, it is hard to figure out what needs to be done. 10:25 left here in the third. Hard count. Now Lucero checks in with the sideline. CJ Lucero not in action last week against Palmer Ridge. Takes the snap, hands it off, right side, and a nice little sideways burst there, and he'll pick up about 6 yards. I believe that's Nazario. So 3rd and 1 here for Pueblo East, right at the Tiger 44. Got to get to the 40, or excuse me, their own 44. Got to get to their 45 for the first. Kind of a dangerous part of the game here for Pueblo East. Snap, sneak, and a healthy gain on the sneak. A gain of 6 yards by CJ Lucero.
Carry out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pueblo East.
29-7. The score here. Oh, I guess you see the scoreboard. I don't have to say it as often. Kind of got in the habit now here. Lucero in the shotgun, claps his hands, takes the knee-high snap, throws off his back foot, and underthrows his intended target. He had Trey Kana in his hip pocket. Was Michelle Flores. I believe that was the intended target.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
And now it's 2nd and 10. Handoff almost dropped there, and then the Tigers just engulf the East running back. That was Jace Martinez that time. He'll pick up 1 yard.
Led by number 70, Big Tom Pastori.
Here's the pass, another post play pass, and man, that little skinny post on the backside has been working well, and the Tigers desperately trying to strip the ball there. So from the 49 all the way up to the 32, a pickup of 17 on the pass play, and a nice snatch that time by Oscar Michel Flores. So 1st and 10 here for Pueblo East. Clock rolling here. 8:03 remaining in this 3rd quarter of play. Lucero in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide, 2 to each side. Lucero will send a man in motion. They'll run the reverse back the other way. The Tigers and McConnell almost got there, and Pueblo East able to make positive yardage out of it. A pickup there of 2 on the little pitch play. 35 yards rushing now tonight for Pueblo East.
Play nearly broken up by Ryan McConnell, number 55.
Second and 8 here for Pueblo East after the 2-yard pickup. Lucero checks the play. Takes the snap, runs read, and there is nowhere to go. John Pastore, Ryan McConnell on the future Kansas State Wildcat, getting deep into the backfield and just blew that one up, a 3-yard loss. .638 and counting. Tigers, they get a stop and a score. That would pretty much blow this one wide open. 3rd and 11, snap. Rolling to his left, Lucero fires it downfield, and that's well over the intended target. And so that'll bring up a 4th and 11 situation here. Tell you what, if you are Pueblo East, you might just run that little backside skinny post. That has worked out nice for you here. Kind of in that no man's land again that I said Erie was in, and it turns out Dutavio just instead thumped a bomb right between the uprights. Fourth and 11. Here's the pass, and there they tried the backside skinny post. Not quite there, and the Tigers force the turnover on downs, and they'll take over on offense. 6:16 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. They lead it as the offense trots back onto the field, and Coach Wooch, I think, was extremely pleased with his offense's execution. The offensive coordinator, Coach Geiger, the head coach, coming from Brighton. He's more of a defensive guy, and he came in and he wanted to keep Coach Wooch on staff and said, will you move from defensive coordinator to offensive coordinator? And Barnett had to get rid of it quick as that screen, I don't know if that was a little bit miscommunicated. The line thought it was one thing, and I don't know if that was a screen or a read option that went bad, but Tigers not in sync on that one. 2nd and 10. Barnett looking downfield, asking for a block, and he'll tuck it. And Barnett will pick up a sneaky 6 yards there. Initially thought, oh, well, maybe got 2 yards there. Now he picked up a good little chunk of about 6. That'll bring up 3rd and somewhat short here. 3rd and 4, long 4, short 5. Barnett in the shotty. Takes it, rolls with the pocket to his right, stops, fires downfield. Lettuce trying to come back to the ball, and that's going to be pass interference. And really, it almost had to, because that would have been a huge play. So pass interference coming here against Pueblo East. Barnett trying to work that ball into the wind, got held up a little bit, and Lettuce able to draw the penalty.
Pass interference against Pueblo East. Tigers advance to the 46-yard line of the Eagles. It'll be 1st and 10.
So 6:03 left. It's taken a while. More than anything, the penalties to administer them has taken their sweet, sweet time. 1st and 10. And a keeper there for Barnett on the read. Barnett will skip out and then be wrapped up around the legs, but an 8, maybe 9-yard pickup. And a shaken up Eagle, and he'll pop right off the turf. Nope, and they'll say, hey, just take your time, catch your breath. And so while there's an injured player, we'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 2nd and 2 here. Injured player was taken off the field for Pueblo East. Barnett catches, he immediately rolls to his left on the run, throws it, and Nichols stopped, tried to locate it, and just, I think, couldn't quite see it in the lights. Just looked like he never really tracked it that time, Gage. That was a heck of a huck rolling to your left from Barnett, though. So 3rd down and 2. Barnett takes it. It's a keeper. He has to wheel out of trouble, and he's going to lose 7 yards. The defense for Pueblo East was all over that one.
Eagles stop behind the line, brings up 4th and 9. From the 45-yard line.
And so the Tigers at the Pueblo East 45. See what they do here. Man, you had 3rd and short. And East, they've just been doing a couple run blitzes tonight, timing up the snap well. Now Blake Barnett is back as the punter here. And now they're going to shift, and Barnett, the quarterback. Tell you what, you got an athlete. Oh, and the Tigers tried to get him to jump offside, and 2 Tigers took off in a false start, and now they will be forced to punt. If you get them to jump off sides and make it 4th and 5, you think about legitimately going for it, but instead you go backward. Now forced to punt. 4:13 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Kind of a meandering, slow game here. Last week we were packed up and out of the stadium by 9 o'clock. Low snap, punt, does get away. Harner had to just kind of drop it and get rid of it quickly.
Student section, please pay attention. Please stop throwing the water bottles or you will be going home.
3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Student section getting a little bit rowdy. A warning from the PA announcer. Josh Randolph running out there for the Tigers. Play nose guard here is Josh. Handoff up the middle, and an 8-yard pickup there on 1st down for Pueblo East. And that is the longest run of the night for Pueblo East. First time they've more than a 6-yard carry. Now out on the edge, and the Tigers, I think that might have been even Gage Nichols slung the defender down that time. Couldn't actually quite tell who was out there on the edge for the Tigers. But a pickup there of maybe 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Eagles.
And, ooh, they tried to run the sneak. And I don't know if it was Erie or Pueblo East that got an early start. And it was a false start, so a break there for Tigers.
Penalty on Pueblo East.
And Pueblo East will back up to 3rd and 6. Lucero looking, fires the comebacker and just a little bit mistimed there.
Incomplete pass brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
So a punt coming here for Pueblo East. There is the end over end punt high. That's going to be fair caught at the 39. That's where the Tigers will take over again on offense. So Tigers got stalled out after a draw play, lost a chunk of yardage. And so they'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 39. See if they can't re-engineer something here. And the shotgun here is Barnett. Takes the snap, fires the little screen, and Caden Lettuce, or no, that was Jalen Klickna, tried to one-hand that one, and just couldn't quite make the connection, was Barnett and Klickna. Now to bring up 2nd and 10. Barnett has attempted unofficially 18 passes tonight. A little bit more of an aerial attack, the Tiger offense. Barnett gives it off to Thyssen, tried to sidestep around a defender and picked up maybe a couple. Thyssen feels like he's had a pretty big presence in this game. He has 87 yards receiving, 71 yards rushing, but he only has 5 carries. Barnett, ooh, took the hit and dumped it off, and a loss. And so the Tiger offense continues to kind of be stuck in neutral, and Barnett a little bit banged up, but the man that hit him, I think, banged up a little worse. And with the player down for injury, we'll step aside here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest. Hey, Vern. Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Gage Nichols, the long snapper here. Caleb Harner set to punt. Good snap that time by Gage. Harner sends one spiraling and will check up around the Pueblo East 30, and it'll be down at their 31. So a little bit of back and forth. Offense is kind of stuck in neutral a little bit. 1:19 remaining here in this third quarter of play.
The first and 10 for the Eagles.
Lucero in the shotgun here. And a fumbled snap, and that's going to lose several yardage there for Pueblo East. A loss of about 6.
Backs it up to the 25-yard line.
So second and real long here. Talk about stuck in neutral for these offenses. Now 46 seconds left here in the quarter. Lucero trying to find a man open downfield, and he'll just dump it out of bounds. 3 straight incompletions for CJ Lucero. And 40 seconds left here in this quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Third and real long here.
40 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Blake Barnett a little bit shaken up on the sideline after absorbing that hit. Evan Rurick starting to warm up. And a high snap bobble. Lucero turns, just chucks it downfield and almost intercepted. I'm not sure, see the player just kind of threw it to a spot.
Incomplete. That brings up 4th and 16 for the Eagles.
So 4th and 16. And it will be, I believe, Thyssen, one of the returners, and Kana. And I'm trying to see who's coming in here. Barnett with his helmet off. And nope, he'll still trot out there. It's a little bit hobbled, the ankle. .31 seconds left, and a holding on Erie. That'll back him up a little more. Not totally sure who they called that hold on. I know coming off the field was Gavin Malik, and he was shaking his head. Not sure if that was an indication of guilt or not. So still be 1st and 10 when the Tigers take over here. Just a matter of where. And like I said, the administration of these penalties has just been like molasses tonight. Maybe that's because I'm impatient and I've got places to be. I've got a Colorado Buffalo game I want to go watch. And I'm on the losing end of a bet with Coach Cooper, as it is, at least right now, it doesn't feel like CU's going to cover the spread. Of course, I'm not really watching either, so hard to know. And there's finally the administration of the penalty. I mean, good grief. That was a good 3 or 4 minutes. So Barnett will come out. Ball spotted at the far hash. First and 10. Hand off to Thyssen. He has the edge. Jumps over the defender, hurdling his way. And actually, I think that's a penalty in high school football. I didn't think you could do that. And the Pueblo East coach is incredulous. Caleb Thyssen saying, well, maybe you can't do that, but I can. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, the Tigers lead at 29-7. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Foresight I like. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Start of quarter number 4, and there's a little replay of Caleb Thyssen jumping over the defender, making it look fun. Football is fun, right? Game number 2 here. Tigers looking to go 2-0, and they're a quarter away from doing that. Pass out to Nichols on the screen. He catches it, and he's off to the races across the 50. Lowers the shoulder, and another penalty flag flying in. That will be, I think, a legal block downfield. Should still be a decent gain there. Not sure what the total will be, though. But I'm guessing we won't know for another 5 minutes. At this point, I'm just teasing with our producer here, Ethan Dillinger, in the box. It is a hold on Erie. The penalty flag is well downfield. It might bring it back. I think it'll be still a 9-yard play. And it'll bring up a 1st and 1. 1st and 1 from the 46. You don't see that too often. Barnett fakes the screen, throws it to Cave Meredith, and chucked it away from the defender over his outside shoulder, and Meredith got a little bit twisted up there. Tigers like running that little bubble screen option, maybe to go deep. Saw them score on that on back-to-back plays. They ran the bubble screen and then the little bubble bomb, if you will, last week against Hinckley that worked for a touchdown. So 2nd and 1 here. Barnett is going to be sacked. On 2nd and 1, that is the second drive tonight where they've had 2nd and short, 3rd and short, and Pueblo East sent the house. The Tigers lost 6 or 7 yards. In fact, Barnett's last 2 runs are losses of 7 and losses of 6. So 3rd and 7 now. Barnett takes, looks, pumps, rolls. Barnett hucks short. And so a 4th down and a punt coming here for Erie with 11 minutes left in the 4th. We had that score early, a good first drive from the Tigers out of the locker room, and then this thing is kind of grinded to a halt. And Otavio is going to take it himself. And that's not, whoa, Otavio fighting. And he's got the first down on the fake punt. Needed about 7, picked up 9.
Makes it out to the 49-yard line.
So a 9-yard pickup for Dominic Otavio. Tell you what, we've seen him play soccer this year. This is the first year that he's played soccer. He is pumped up. He's running around. He has a relentless motor, so I'm not surprised he carried a pile forward for a few yards. Hamming it up, high-fiving fans in the stands. And now Evan Rarick is into the game. And a timeout for Erie because their personnel was not ready onto the field. We'll step aside here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in. 1st and 10. Rarick will hand off. Thyssen left side. Thyssen knifing through some defenders and picks up about 7 yards.
Evan Rarick in as quarterback. Hands off to Caleb Thyssen. Runs it out.
So Thyssen, a 7-yard pickup. That's only his 7th carry of the night. He's got 89 yards. He's averaging 12 a pop. So 2nd and 3 here. Rarick again hands it off. Thyssen puts his foot in the ground, gets met near the line, but leans it forward for a yard. Evan not quite the threat running the ball like Blake, but we saw him take off for a scamper and run, so that's not to say he's not a good runner. And a hard count there, and here's the question. Did Erie move first, or was he drawn to false start? Tiger offensive guard did stand up. That was Christian Shattuck. And it will be offside is the call.
With the penalty enough for a first down for Erie. Ball on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
Little pitch there. And it was Jalen Clicknun. I think he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Rurick, pressured, falling back, has to scramble and throw it away. So, and a late hit. I think they're going to see a personal foul here on Pueblo East. We saw a bevy of those on the Tigers in the first quarter. Oh, and they call it on Erie. Did they call it intentional? What did they call? I looked away for a second. Intentional grounding. I mean, he's outside the tackle box. I mean, we might have to run that back because so 3rd and long now. Intentional grounding the call. He got that past the line. Oh, man, and that draw was just red from the beginning. Kana just engulfed, and nothing happening on that drive for the Tigers. Went completely backward, and another punt coming. Best play of the drive was the Dotavio 2-point conversion, or good grief, I'm losing my mind here. The fake punt, what are we talking about? Low snap, punt away, a nice spiraling punt by Harner. That's going to be dropped. Tigers cover it well, and not really anything on the return.
Great punt by Caleb Harner and a bobble on the reception. Ball on the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Little flare pass. And a fumble. And I think they called forward progress before the fumble. They did. It'll be pick up there about 3 yards.
Down before the ball popped loose. Ball being spotted on the 20-yard line.
That is the first completion last 5 attempts for Pueblo East. Pressure, Lucero wheels out of that, fires downfield toward the sticks, and they're gonna call pass interference. Man, I'm sorry, come on. Gosh. Flag after flag. I mean, it's not even necessarily that it was a bad call. I couldn't see it. It was on the complete opposite side of the field, but something's got to give here. So it is an interference call. That'll be a first down here for Pueblo East. 6:53 remaining here in the quarter. And that one is batted down. That might have been Burnett again, and he has made a few plays tonight. Darren Burnett getting his paw on that. So I'll bring a 2nd down and 10 to go. Snap, another deflected pass. I couldn't quite tell. That might have been Pastore that got it that time. It was.
Ryan McConnell broke up that play. It'll be 3rd and 10.
They're giving credit to Ryan McConnell. I saw him pat Pastore on the back of the helmet, though, so not sure. But back-to-back batted passes. 6:47. Little screen, that was well diagnosed. Oh, and a flag, and we're gonna have a roughing the passer maybe. Oh, and you know what? Here's the thing. The quarterback and the guy rushing him, they gave high fives like, hey man, good effort. And another flag. Gavin Malik. I mean, the quarterback literally dapped up Gavin Malik. I don't think he was expecting a flag, but nevertheless, a roughing the passer. Sorry, I don't mean to be so harsh, I guess is the word. We try and keep it pretty nice here on the Erie Tiger Network. Don't want to harp on coaches, players, officials. This is high school football after all. Mostly it's just let them play a little bit. I guess that's my frustration. Just there's had to be close to 30 penalties tonight, it's felt like. The little shovel pass, that should be an incomplete pass, actually. The Erie offense is coming out, but that should be an incomplete pass.
Hey, you got to pay close attention out there on the line.
I don't see how this will be a fumble. Should be an incomplete pass. So you got to imagine the refs will turn this back over because it should not be Erie's ball right now. And they will give it to him. So that should be an incomplete pass. I don't know how on earth you call that. If that had been caught, that would have been marked a completion. So I don't know. We'll take it. We'll take it. Well, 6:38 left. Tigers have the ball. And a flag. Another flag. It is raining yellow laundry in Erie, Colorado. This has almost become a SpongeBob meme. 3 hours later. And it is a penalty on Erie.
So the ball will be on the 47-yard line of the Tigers. 1st and 15 for Erie.
Rurick in the shotgun here. He's got trips to the near side on 1st and 15. The clap, the screen, Nichols catches, goes up the field, good block. And Nichols gets a chunk and then some back. And Nichols will pick up about 11 yards there, does Gage. First completion of the night for Rearick. Fourth catch of the night. For Gage Nichols. Now Rearick in the shotgun. 2nd and 5-4 here. Oh, a missed snap, and here comes a slew of white jerseys, and it's going to be a loss. Good catch, though, by Caleb, but a loss of about 3 or 4.
It'll be 3rd and 8 for Erie.
So Rearick in the shotgun, 5:19 remaining here in this contest. Hand off Thyssen, and that is going nowhere. Picks up about a yard. Not a big push up front that time by Thyssen.
Makes it to the 45-yard line of the Eagles. Corey stop brings up 4th and 6.
Tigers gonna go for it here. 4th and 6. 4:30 and counting. Rearick claps the hands, looks, fakes the bubble, loads up, deep ball for Nichols, jumps up, bobbles, couldn't quite pull it in. Trying to stretch around the defender. It was a good huck there. You can see the arm strength of Evan Rearick, but that one will fall incomplete. And a turnover on down for the Tigers. Turnover on downs for the Tigers. And so Pueblo East will come back out on the field. Well, Tiger fans, our next broadcast we're planning on doing next week. Some volleyball for the first time this year. As there's a little play action. That one is snuffed out there by Erie after a short gain. So 2nd and 7. We are hoping to do the football game next Friday at Bear Creek. That one is a 4:30 start time. You heard that right, 4:30. We're hoping to. That's at Jeffco Stadium, I believe, and their setup's a little bit different for us, so we're hoping to do that. The time mixed with the location and the fact that NFHS typically picks up that game, we'll try and still be able to broadcast for that, but we'll let you know at some point next week. 3rd and 7 here. Lucero throws the wheel route and overthrew his intended target. So 4th and 7. I'd imagine Pueblo East will go for it here. Lucero in the shotgun. Randolph trying to chase down the quarterback, and Lucero will just trot out of bounds. 3:38 remaining, and Erie will take over. Tiger fans starting to pack up and head home. Rierick checks in with the sideline here, 3:38 left. Hand off to Thyssen, and Pueblo East, they are jumping the run play every time now. Tiger offensive line a little bit overwhelmed. I'll tell you what, you throw a little screen, it's gonna go to the house. Not sure the Tigers are dying to do that. Up by a lot. Rierick takes the snap. Fumble. And Rierick, after the handoff, able to hop on it on the carpet. Bring up 3rd down here. 2:48 and counting. Tigers will move to 2-0. They'll take on Bear Creek next week. And then they will be home for Longmont. Game against Longmont on September 17th. Rierick fires the out off the hands of Meredith and incomplete, and that one will stop the clock.
Brings up 4th and 10 for the Tigers. Caleb Hunter, the punter, out onto the field.
So Caleb Harner will come out. Refs stopping the game here momentarily. A penalty. I must have missed that. Was that an offside? Too many men, maybe. Yeah, I see the back judge now. He was out of my angle of view out this window. I was stuffing the flag back into his pants, so I think that was a too many men on the field. That almost hit a Pueblo East Eagle. 2:02 remaining here in this contest. 29-7 the score. Erie a chance to go 3-0 next week. Bear Creek out of Lakewood, they are 2-0. So a battle of 2-0 teams. Bear Creek, we saw them here last year in that extra kind of COVID non-playoff postseason game in which Bear Creek got beat up pretty good by these Erie Tigers, so they'll be looking for some revenge. There's the bubble. Tigers able to stop that one. That will keep the clock rolling, under 2 minutes to play now. They knocked off Lakewood 32-27, and they beat Greeley West 40-13. So their offense has been rolling pretty solidly. Last year, they lost to Erie 41-9. will pass underneath. And on third down, the Tigers snuff that one out. And with 32 seconds left, that might do it. Let's see what Pueblo East decides to do here. They're looking like they're sending on their punting unit, but they don't have to snap this ball. That's it. Tigers win this one. Kind of a slow-moving second half, but they'll move to 2-0 on the season. The officials stopped the clock with 9 seconds left. Now they'll rerun it. Josh Randolph out there. And that'll do it. So 29-7, the final here in this one. That'll do it for us here on the Erie Tiger Network. For Ethan and Dylan and Adam, I'm Brandon. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, Tiger fans, we'll chirp at you later.